The girl decides to play the manga character he likes in order to make the male protagonist like herself. It's just that the scale of this role is not ordinary. But as long as the male protagonist likes it, let him do anything. Hearing that Plum Blossom Lee is willing to role play, Lilisa is also very happy, so she can get the perfect shot. Saying that, the two walked behind the drawing board, because the male protagonist's favorite is Lily Elu. Plum Blossom Lee wanted to play Lily Elu and attract Lily. Naturally, there was no problem. The next second, he took off his shirt. However, Mei Huali fell into deep thought after seeing it, because the two are different sizes. In the end, Plum Blossom still plays Lily Elu's demon friend, Beautiful Ina. Before that, he also specifically asked the male protagonist if he liked it or not. After getting the affirmative answer, Plum Blossom Lee is full of energy. Delissa said to measure him first, then go to buy materials to make clothes. After all, he made all the costumes himself. So Lilisha worked overtime the next day, sleep and rest during class, wait for Mei Huali to come to the club. Just measure your bust again and you're done. Riza is considering adding stitches or not, because it directly affects the three-dimensional sense. However, in order to pursue perfection, he still added, seeing Riza so passionate about cosplay, Mei Huali felt that she had underestimated role-playing before. But when he saw the same line of clothing, the whole person was not good. Is this something that can be worn? But in order to make the male protagonist like it, Mei Huali mustered up the courage to challenge. It is necessary to attack the male protagonist before Lilisha. Soon the two change their equipment. Mei Huali feels like she doesn't look like herself anymore, and hears the praise of the male protagonist. Plum Blossom Lee was so moved for the first time. As a result, the male protagonist is still more in love with Lily, and for a moment, Plum Lily felt a lot like Pretty Ella, even though she hated cartoons. But I can't hate the role of Beautiful Ella. Afterwards, Plum Blossom Lee also posed as a cultivator. In short, she could only watch mosaics. At this time, Lilisha took out a lot of pictures. I'm going to take a picture according to the above pose. But after Plum Blossom Lee sees these movements, I just feel shy. The male protagonist asked him not to be too reluctant, but Mei Huali still gritted her teeth and decided to shoot. The pictures after that don't look good, so I won't show them to you. Mei Huali found that the male protagonist was still more excited about Lily Elu, so he wanted to go further. As a result, they accidentally fell on Lilisa's body, and their clothes were buckled together. There is no way. Only let the male protagonist help. In the end, the male protagonist takes off on the spot. Afterwards, Lilisa thought these photos were very complete. The beautiful result is that Plum Blossom Lee said that his photo cannot be used. After all, he has a model contract. And for a moment, Lisa was disappointed. But she was able to get a taste of role-playing. Next time he can also play together. Knight Lilisa has enough material. He wants to sign up. Next week's event, but it's very troublesome to process all the photos. So the two waited for the school to turn off the lights, secretly sneak into the Community City 500 photos, each processed for 5 minutes. It took a total of more than 41 hours. Lilisha is worried that there is not enough time. The male protagonist told him not to be discouraged. Suddenly, there's an old-fashioned patrol at the door. Fortunately, she didn't pay much attention to the situation inside. At this time, Lilisha, I just feel my heart beating faster at the thought of having a male protagonist by my side. He also became very confident, and the nerds didn't expect it. The giant breast endometrium, who has clearly announced his withdrawal from the COS circle, to miraculously reappear in the latest fantasy costume, but it's weird, because the line of sight doesn't have any warning at all. More like a decision to improvise. This caused everyone to fall into a short-term confusion, but people quickly reacted. Hurry up and shoot. It only took a moment to pull half of the 753 audience away. And when I saw the sudden appearance of me, the 7 martial arts and 3 immortals were serious and gritted their teeth. Because he has always regarded Mayuro as an opponent. But no matter how hard he tried, always be a little inferior to each other. Before he knew it, he had made Mayuro his goal. One day they will surpass each other. But don't wait for this wish to come true. Mayuluo suddenly announced his withdrawal from the COS circle. He couldn't help but think it was a cunning act. And now the opportunity lies ahead. 753 is bleeding again. He could feel Genyuluo's love for the character, just like the girl who loves Lily Elu deeply. However, 753 itself is different. He used to roleplay because he was interested. Because I like the second dimension. Role rejection, so I want to integrate into the second dimension. I want to be the heroine in the second dimension. However, 753 went further and further down this road, until the moment he chose to become a professional trainer. To make the happy days last, had to contend with enormous toil and malice, when he comes to his senses and wants to protect himself. You can only choose to obliterate your own heart. He used to honestly believe that all cosplayers were companions. I like everyone too, but since role-playing became a pain, I started to hate people who were enjoying role-playing for no reason. This is also why he doesn't give Lilisha a good face. On the contrary, one sentence made Lilisha doubt herself, even almost gave up role-playing. Fortunately, there is a male protagonist. With the help of teachers, this allowed Lilisha to overcome her heart.